Hello, I'm Townsend. I'm a medical doctor. I'm 73 years young. I take no prescription drugs, and my heart doctor has told me that my chance of a heart attack is 0. I've been taking transfer factor for nearly a decade or 10 years. Just what is transfer factor? Well, transfer factor to me is a miracle molecule. It's not a vitamin, it's not a mineral, it's not an herb. It's nothing more than a tiny protein that we call a peptide. We all have transfer factors in our body all the time. And we make transfer factors when we become ill. But the transfer factors that we make, unfortunately, just are not doing the job that our immune system needs. And the only way that you can really help your immune system is to take something called transfer factor to help boost your immune system to do what it does best, and that's to take care of us internally as well as protect us from the outside sources. Now, transfer factor has been known for 50 years. The trouble is there was no way to get transfer factor in large enough quantity to allow people to take it. About 15 or 16 years ago, it was found there was transfer factor in the colostrum. And colostrum is the first milk that a woman has after she delivers a baby. But a source of transfer factor had to be found, a source of colostrum had to be found, and that source was in the large black and white cow we call the Holstein cow. And they give us lots of milk. And when a Holstein cow delivers, the first milk that she has is called colostrum. So we take only half of the first day's colostrum, for it is teeming, it is just full of transfer factor. The rest of the colostrum has to go back to the newborn calf, otherwise it's liable to die. We take this colostrum and we take it from a herd of cows. A mix of transfer factors are then made available to us. And from this mix of colostrum, we extract this tiny molecule, this tiny peptide, in a very special way. And the only thing that is taken out during the extraction process is transfer factor. Now, these cows are extremely healthy. They're not on hormones, they're not on antibiotics, but they're exposed to the same problems that we are, the same bacteria, the same viruses that are airborne throughout the world. And therefore we take this tiny molecule, we sterilize it, and we put it into a capsule. And we then can take the capsule, and when we take the capsule, the transfer factors in the capsule are absorbed across our intestines intact. They're not broken down, and they immediately go to our immune system cells to make our immune system stronger. So this is really quite an amazing thing. Again, it's not a vitamin, a mineral, or herb. It is something that nature provides us. Now, since we have a great source of transfer factor, the trouble is, how are we going to get it out to the world? Well, 4Life research was started about a decade ago by David and Bianca Lisenby. And they had known about transfer factor for several years. And they looked at it very carefully. They realized this was indeed a tremendous product that could have an impact of tremendous health throughout the world. And therefore they started a company called 4Life Research to take transfer factor to the world. So the very first transfer factor that they had was called classic transfer factor, which is found in this bottle right here. And we take a couple capsules a day. And this then goes to our immune system and makes it stronger. It helps to protect us from the outside problems, the outside viruses and bacteria. For when we take this tiny little molecule, it goes to our immune system. It makes these cells in our immune system called killer cells. It makes these killer cells very strong, very aggressive. It not only makes killer cells stronger, it actually increases the number of killer cells. For when we get older, the number of killer cells actually decline. This is not surprising that we have more illnesses when we get older because our killer cells are declining in number. With transfer factor, it has been shown in clinical studies to actually increase the number of killer cells and not only making the immune system stronger. Well, 4Life was not satisfied with just a classic form of transfer factor. They thought there might be transfer factor in egg yolk. An amazing thought. And they set about over several years to learn how to extract transfer factor from egg yolk. And they developed a patent process to extract egg yolk transfer factor. They then combined that transfer factor, the egg yolk transfer factor, with transfer factor from colostrum. And they put together a product called the advanced formula. And the advanced formula which we have here is stronger than the classic. So once again, when we take the advanced formula, we take the capsules orally, it goes across our intestines to our immune system. It makes our immune system stronger, but also, if our immune system is too strong, it's going to calm it down. Like in autoimmune diseases, our body sometimes attacks itself. Well, transfer factor has unique properties that not only boost the immune system, but can calm it down. And our body seems to know what part of transfer factor to utilize to be most efficient. So we have this amazing ability of this tiny little molecule of only 44 amino acids doing these amazing things for our bodies. And many people have discovered dramatic health improvement when they've taken transfer factor. So we have the two forms now, the classic form and the advanced form. But 4Life still wasn't satisfied because they knew there were other types of ingredients that actually might help improve the immune system. So what would happen if you put those ingredients with the advanced formula? Well, the next thing you have is a transfer factor plus advanced. And this is really a stronger product, but it contains not only transfer factor advanced, it contains beta-glucan, shiitake maitake mushrooms, IP6, halomannan, and some other proprietary ingredients to make the immune system even stronger. And studies done in the laboratory, both here in the United States and abroad, have shown that this particular product is the strongest product in enhancing the immune system, stronger than a drug called interleukin-2. Now, what's quite unique about the transfer factor products, not only do they have these tremendous ability to help the immune system and fight a lot of illnesses as they relate to the immune system, these products don't have any significant side effects. That's right. You can take transfer factor, you can take a lot of transfer factor without worrying about side effects. Even people who might be allergic to milk will have limited or no problems. Even those allergic to eggs will have less likely have a problem. So it's really an amazing molecule if you think about it. Things that really will enhance your immune system and will have virtually no side effects. So we have these three great products, the classic, the advanced, and the transfer factor plus advanced products. Great products that in themselves do great things for us. 4Life still wasn't satisfied because they realized some people just don't want to take capsules. So they looked at another form called the chewable transfer factor. And the chewable transfer factor is just some tablets of advanced formula. You take a couple of these, very pleasant taste, you chew them up, and you get the same benefit of the capsules of transfer factor. A great delivery system, very pleasant tasting. Now we also realize that we have skin diseases. We get cuts and bruises, and things will help to heal the cuts and bruises, and they came out with a product called Renewal. This has been great. I have cuts and bruises all the time. I get nasty scratches from our cats. We put this on there, and this really heals the skin dramatically. Now remember that a lot of your immune system is found in the skin. And by adding these transfer factor skin products, you actually help that part of your immune system. An amazing, amazing way to help it. Now sometimes we get sore throats and we have a hard time speaking. And there's even a spray form of transfer factor that many people have used to help with sore throats. I've known singers and other people who speak a lot have used this to help them through some tough times. Transfer factor spray, transfer factor delivered in a great new system. Gum disease is a major problem throughout the world. And we know that people with gum disease will have more problems of heart disease and diabetes and other infections. So transfer factor was placed in a toothpaste. And by using this on a regular basis, This has been shown to help reduce problems as related to gum disease, because as your gums are healthier, so is your body much healthier. An amazing way to get dramatic improvement in your health just by brushing your teeth twice a day with this transfer factor toothpaste. There's even transfer factors for a skin, to help the skin get more pliable, to help moisture in skin. There's a product called Inumi. Inumi is a great little product, fairly new, which has transfer factor and a moisturizing base. It's really a pleasant product. You put this on your skin, it gets softer, very pleasant, but again, it has the transfer factor to help you get a healthier, longer, brighter skin and reducing problems related to skin diseases. Now, transfer factor we've talked about the spray form and about skin forms. Well, how about a liquid form of transfer factor? Well, it took a number of years, but they finally came up with a liquid form of transfer factor. Well, that alone would have been a great product, but they realized that there are problems related to stress in our lives. And stress causes things called free radicals. And free radicals are tiny little particles that ravage our immune system, that ravage our body. And that's one of the major reasons we get old, is the free radical damage. Well, they put together a product called Rio Vita. And Rio Vita means river of life. In it you have the acai berry, which has been called the perfect food by many individuals. And the acai berry contains fiber, protein, even contains fatty acids to help with cholesterol problems, all kinds of vitamins, all kinds of great things to help us, a tremendous energy. And I found out by taking the Rio Vita, you get a boost of energy that lasts for hours. Not only does it have the acai berry, it has pomegranate juice, also been shown to be full of antioxidants for health. Blueberries, elderberries, and purple grapes for resveratrol, which indeed is anti-aging and great antioxidants. It also has lactoferrin, and of course it has transfer factor. 1 ounce of Rio Vita is the equivalent of 2 capsules of advanced formula. But many people find out they want some energy, they may take more than 1 or 2 ounces of Rio Vita, and they get so much in the way of vitamins, so much energy, and a great boost of the immune system. A great product. We also have a transfer factor for kids, and it has the vitamins and minerals, kids, plus transfer factor in it. There's also transfer factor for dogs, for cats, for horses, for cows. In other words, transfer factor is a universal product. It's not just for man, it's for their pets, it's for animals, because all animals benefit from transfer factor. Because all animals have transfer factor in them. It's virtually the same molecule you see from animal to animal. And since it is, we can transfer things back and forth and get this benefit of transferring immunity back and forth. Cardiovascular disease, however, is a major problem. There's no question that inflammation plays a major role for cardiovascular disease. Well, 4Life realized the importance of trying to help people with cardiovascular disease, the #1 killer of women once they go into menopause as well as men. And so 4Life came up with a product called Transfer Factor Cardio. And Transfer Factor Cardio contains a special kind of transfer factor called targeted transfer factor, targeted against certain problems as they relate to the cardiovascular system. It also contains ingredients proven to lower the cholesterol, ingredients to help the blood vessels become more relaxed, and things to help the heart even beat stronger. TF Cardio has done amazing things for many people. It's a great product. Diabetes, however, is a real problem that's occurring in greater and greater numbers throughout the United States and the world. For people with diabetes have more heart disease, don't they? They have more problems with their eyes. They have kidney problems. And to control the problem of diabetes, the product called Glucose, really best for the so-called type 2 diabetic or the diabetic that responds to pills. This helps the pancreas, the source of insulin, to be more efficient. It helps the better utilization of glucose and helps the insulin and the glucose pumps to be much more efficient. It also contains targeted transfer factor because there's always a relationship between diabetes as well as cardiovascular disease. Well, male disease or male prostate is a problem for all men. And as men get older, the prostate becomes a greater problem. In fact, as men get really old, the prostate can be a major problem and the source of many serious diseases. Male Pro is a great product to help the man help with prostate health. It also contains targeted transfer factor and ingredients that have been shown in clinical studies to be dramatically beneficial in reducing problems as they relate to prostate disease. Another product to help the women with reproductive illnesses and diseases is called Belle-V. And Belle-V means beautiful life. And it contains ingredients focused on the reproductive tract, focused on the breast, on the uterus or the womb, the cervix. Ingredients that have been shown once again in clinical studies to be very beneficial in helping the health of the reproductive tract. It also contains transfer factor as well. Amazing products to help us be healthier and live longer lives. Now, memory and forgetting things is not unusual as we get older. And this is one thing that plagues many of us. Well, for Life realized there were things that you might want to take to help your memory. It's called Recall. And Recall contains targeted transfer factor, but also things to help the nerve cells function more efficiently. In fact, I take this and sometimes I remember things I don't want to remember, many things that happened years ago. A great product, no side effects again, has been beneficial for many other illnesses as they relate to the neurological system. And so we have these great products that For Life has given us. Products that really can help us live a longer, healthier life. It's a very unique opportunity. But one just can't take the product once a month or twice, 2 or 3 times. You've got to take it for a long time, like myself, over a decade, to realize the true benefits of the amazing products that For Life has to offer. Now, For Life is a very unique company, having the best products by far in this industry. But they also have one of the best compensation plans. And there are individuals who start out with no money at all, who struggled maybe initially, took the products and became healthier, and then spread the word to many other individuals about the benefits of transfer factor and the many products that For Life has now given us to live a longer, healthier life. So for a phenomenal business opportunity, a business opportunity is going to give you not only wealth, but also products that are second to none in terms of health. Products that even can't be duplicated by prescription drugs. Products that have virtually no side effects. You have a great opportunity before you. Take advantage of this opportunity. Join us in For Life Research as thousands have throughout the world. You will not regret it, and you will learn to have a life of wealth as well as health. Thank you.